Hello, everyone. Welcome to our video podcast. Tonight, I've got a spooky story from Singapore's Chinatown. It's about Lucas, a tech guy whose life changes when he meets Maria, a singer from Indonesia. She wears a mysterious green necklace with strange powers. Ever heard of a dukun? In Java, Indonesia, a dukun is a kind of shaman who uses charms called susuk to control people's hearts. This story dives into the magic of charms and the ghostly shadows hiding in mirrors. You might even hear whispers from a Kuntilanak, a sad ghost of a woman from Indonesian stories. Ready to feel your heart race? This isn't just a scary tale, it's a journey into Indonesian beliefs mixed with modern Singapore. Will you believe in the power of charms? Or keep listening to find out? Imagine this. An old radio crackles in the dark. You're sitting in a quiet room with only moonlight coming through the window. The radio tells a story from Chinatown in Singapore. It's about an art studio filled with gamelan music from Java, a beautiful sound of metal gongs and drums. The air smells of strange oils. Lucas, a successful young man, becomes a stranger after finding a green necklace. Shadows move in mirrors, and whispers come from another world. Can you hear them? They sound like the Kuntilanak, a ghost from Indonesia. Get ready to explore the secrets of charms and the darkness hiding in shadows. Are you brave enough to listen? Chinatown in Singapore is alive at night. Narrow streets glow with neon signs from shops. The smell of fried noodles mixes with the chatter of people. Amy, a 28-year-old American writer, walks through the crowd with a notebook and camera. She moved to Singapore 3 months ago to write for an online travel magazine. Tonight, her job is to write about a popular art and music studio called Melody Haven. It's in an old building with carved wooden doors and colorful glass windows. When Amy steps inside, gamelan music from Java fills the air. The sound of metal gongs and drums feels magical. The studio smells of paint and a strange perfume. It's like entering another world. Lucas, the 32-year-old owner, greets her. He's a handsome Chinese man in a neat gray suit, but his smile looks tired. "Welcome to Melody Haven," he says. His eyes seem empty, like his mind is somewhere else. On a small stage, Maria, a singer from Indonesia, performs. Her voice is beautiful and pulls you in. Her long black hair moves as she sings, and around her neck is a green necklace with a glass pendant. The pendant looks like it has thick liquid swirling inside. Amy feels a strange energy from Maria. She writes in her notebook, "Singer from Java." Her voice is like a spell. Ronnie, Lucas's friend and a 30-year-old psychologist, walks over. She's an Indian woman with a warm smile and sharp eyes. "Be careful, Amy," Ronnie jokes. "This place has weirder things than you think." Amy laughs. "Weird? Like ghosts from stories I've read?" Ronnie looks at Maria on stage. In Indonesia, they believe in dukun, shamans who use charms called susuk to control people. It's not just a story. Amy frowns. What's susuk? Ronnie explains. It's a charm, sometimes put in the body or in objects like necklaces to make someone more charming or control others. But using it can cost your soul. Amy feels a chill, but writes, dukun, susuk, Java's culture is so interesting. She doesn't know Ronnie's words are a real warning. Lucas sits with Amy and Ronnie. He seems distracted and talks about Maria nonstop. She's special. Her voice takes me to another world, he says. Ronnie looks worried. You don't seem like yourself, Lucas. He smiles, but it feels forced. Amy notices Lucas wears a green necklace just like Maria's. A strange smell, like old oil and wild herbs, comes from it. That night, Amy returns to her apartment in Tiong Bahru, an old building with creaky wooden floors and a musty smell. She searches online about dukun and susuk. She learns that in Java, people still believe in shamans and charms. Some say dukun can call spirits like the Kuntilanak, a ghost of a woman who died in pain and appears in reflections. Amy laughs to herself. I've watched too many horror movies. But deep down, she feels uneasy. 2 weeks later, Amy returns to the studio. Lucas has changed. He's thinner, his face is pale, and his eyes are red like he hasn't slept. He stares at Maria singing, saying nothing. Amy asks Ronnie, "What's wrong with Lucas? He looks like he's sleepwalking." Ronnie frowns. "I've known Lucas since college. He was never like this." She glances at his necklace. "That necklace, it's worrying me." Amy laughs nervously. "What? You think it's black magic?" Ronnie doesn't smile. In Indonesia, susuk isn't just jewelry. It can control people's minds. She adds, in Java, some dukun use susuk to tie a person's soul to something unseen, like a kuntilanak. Amy shivers. What's a kuntilanak? Like a Western ghost? Ronnie says, it's a woman's spirit who died in pain. She appears in mirrors or shadows, sometimes called by charms. That night, Amy stays late at the studio. She sees Maria take off her necklace and smell the pendant. A sharp smell, like oil and deep forest herbs, fills the air. Maria looks around nervously before hiding the pendant. Amy writes, Maria's necklace, something's strange about it. The next day, Amy and Ronnie visit Lucas's apartment in Tiong Bahru. His old building has peeling green doors and creaky stairs. Inside, it smells musty, mixed with the same strange oil. Lucas sits on a couch, clutching his necklace. Amy asks, Lucas, what's wrong? You seem off. He answers slowly, I just miss Maria. Ronnie notices an old mirror on the wall with a small crack. Its reflection looks wrong, like something moves inside. Outside, Ronnie whispers to Amy, I've heard about Javanese charms. If that's susuk, Lucas might be controlled. Amy feels like she's in a horror movie. Seriously? I thought it was just jewelry. Ronnie shakes her head. In Java, beliefs about dukun and spirits like Kuntilanak aren't a joke. Some charms are tied to spirits, and they bring darkness. That night, Amy researches more. She reads that dukun in Java are both healers and shamans. Some use susuk to charm or control, but if done wrong, it can call evil spirits. She learns about the Kuntilanak. a ghost who appears in mirrors or big trees, her whispers scaring people. Amy feels cold in her room. She glances at her mirror and thinks she sees a shadow move. The next day, Amy and Ronnie return to the studio. The gamelan music feels heavy and eerie now. Maria sings like she's under a spell. Lucas stands near the stage, rubbing his necklace like he's in a trance. That night, as everyone leaves, Amy stands by a large mirror in the studio. A cold breeze blows through, even though the windows are closed. Suddenly, the mirror's reflection changes. It's not Amy's face. It's a woman with long hair, pale skin, and white eyes. A whisper says, "Get out, get out." Amy screams and runs outside. Ronnie, waiting nearby, rushes over. "What happened?" Amy trembles. "I saw a shadow in the mirror. It wasn't me." Ronnie looks at the mirror. That might be a Kuntilanak, a Javanese ghost called by the charm. Ronnie takes Amy to a Buddhist temple in Bukit Merah. The air smells of incense and monks chant softly. Ronnie tells a monk about the necklace. He says, charms from dukun often carry spirits. If it's susuk, it must be burned in a ritual to set it free. Amy asks, like an exorcism in Christianity? The monk smiles. Similar, but we use meditation and Buddha's power. Next, Ronnie takes Amy to a Hindu temple in Little India. The air smells of incense and fresh flowers. A priest looks at Lucas's necklace, which Ronnie brought. This isn't just jewelry. It holds a spirit's power, he says. Burning it in a sacred fire with prayers can free the person controlled. Ronnie explains. In Java, some dukun tie charms to spirits like the Kuntilanak. If we don't destroy it, the spirit won't leave. Amy feels like she's in a strange new world. She asks Ronnie, "Why would Maria do this? She seems nice." Ronnie sighs. Sometimes, people who've lost too much turn to dark powers to hold on to what they want. Amy writes, "Maria, what's her story?" She wonders if Maria's past pushed her to use the charm. That night, Amy dreams of the mirror's shadow. The Kuntilanak's whispers echo, "Give it back, give it back." She wakes up sweating. She knows they must act before Lucas loses himself completely. Ronnie and Amy plan a ritual at the Buddhist temple, inviting the monk and a Hindu priest. Inside the temple, incense fills the air as a sacred fire burns. White strings are tied around the fire to keep spirits away. Lucas sits by the altar, still clutching his necklace. Ronnie places it in the fire as the monk chants and the priest sings ancient hymns. When the pendant touches the flames, black smoke rises. A scream echoes, like a spirit fighting back. The Kuntilanak's shadow appears in the smoke, her long hair swaying. Amy's heart pounds. It's real. Ronnie grabs her hand. "Don't be afraid. Our focus will protect Lucas." Lucas shakes and screams, trying to reach the fire, but the monk and priest hold him back. Suddenly, Maria appears at the temple door, wearing black. Her hair is messy and her eyes are red from crying. "You're ruining everything," she shouts. "I just wanted him to love me." Ronnie faces her. "Maria, you used a dukun's charm to control Lucas. That's not love." Maria cries. "I lost my family in Java. I had nothing left. The dukun said this necklace would keep me from losing again. Amy feels sorry for Maria, but the Kuntilanak's shadow still swirls in the smoke. Ronnie keeps chanting. The pendant cracks in the fire, and the spirit's screams fade. Lucas collapses, breathing hard, but his eyes look alive again. Maria falls to her knees, sobbing. "I'm sorry. I was just scared of losing him." She disappears into the night. After the ritual, Lucas slowly becomes himself again. He thanks Ronnie and Amy. "I feel like I woke from a nightmare," he says. Ronnie smiles. "Sometimes old beliefs are stronger than we think." Amy writes an article about her experience, explaining dukun, susuk, and kuntilanak, comparing them to Western ghost stories. "I thought it was just a tale," she writes, "but in Singapore, I saw beliefs have real power." Ronnie takes Amy walking in Tiong Bahru. She shares its history. During World War II, this area had many sad stories. Some say spirits still linger in the old alleys. Amy feels Singapore's depth, blending modern life with ancient beliefs. She writes, "Singapore isn't just a city, it's where cultures and spirits live together." Lucas closes the studio for a while to heal. He starts learning about Indonesian beliefs to understand what happened. Maria doesn't return, but Amy hears rumors she went back to Java to ask a dukun to free her from the charm. Amy feels hope for her. Maybe she'll get a fresh start, she tells Ronnie. The story ends with Amy in her apartment. She looks at her mirror, feeling a cool breeze. This time, she smiles. Maybe the Kuntilanak just wanted us to understand. Love must come from the heart. She turns off the light, and the gamelan music echoes in her mind. As the old radio goes silent, the room feels quiet again. The gamelan music from Java lingers in your heart. What do you think about Lucas, Maria, and the dukun's charm? In Chinatown, where neon lights mix with incense, modern life and ancient beliefs live side by side. Maybe the Kuntilanak's whispers are still in the air. Or is it just your imagination? You turn off the light, feeling a cool breeze. The story's over, but Java's mysteries remain. Are you brave enough for the next tale, or will you let the radio stay silent? Wow, how was that? Lucas's story and the Javanese charm got my heart racing. Thinking about dukun and susuk still gives me chills. If you find a green necklace in Chinatown, don't pick it up. You might get a kuntilanak as a bonus. This story makes me think about the power of beliefs, whether in Java or Singapore. There's more than what we see. What do you think? Should love come from the heart? Or can a charm help? Let me know. See you in the next story. Oh, and don't forget to turn off the radio before bed, or the Kuntilanak might say hello. And with that, our journey into another strange story comes to a close. We hope you found our peek into the peculiar to your liking and maybe even shared a little smile with us. If you enjoyed this episode of the Otherworldly Stories, please remember to give us a like, hit that subscribe button, and turn on notifications so you don't miss a thing. You can also share this story with a friend who appreciates a good mystery and a bit of a laugh. Thank you so much for joining us. Until next time, stay safe out there and keep an eye on the shadows.